Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with VH1's Couples Retreat Season 1, Episode 4, Miss Sixth Sense. Child, let me tell y'all something, honey. First of all, let me gather myself. Because listen, I have a video that's coming to you guys. Normally, I don't do celebrity gossip, but honey, the thing that I just saw on the Instagram has my heart beating a mile a minute, and I am floored. Okay, so child, excuse me if I'm a little bit off, but honey, let's get into it if we gonna get into it, honey. Oh my God. So when the episode first opens up, Ray J says, name one piece of clothing you wish you could burn and why. Princess hit him with a, if I had one wish I would throw away that sweater you wear every damn day. If I had one wish. I just couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist it. So when the episode for, I'm just playing with y'all, honey. Y'all know I'm crazy, child. Laugh a little, honey. We got COVID outside, okay? So then we see Yandy and Mendices. They're sitting there talking to Amir, okay? Because he's getting good grades and whatnot in school. Yandy got her Mary J. Blige blonde wig on, okay? And Mendice, because you know the S is silent. Child. Mendice is sitting on the edge of the pool. And so Yandy goes up to him and she's like getting her Baywatch on. And she's giving him his flowers because of last night. She's like, you know what? You did that. And you did me. And I appreciate you. So then Yandy said, you know what I want? I want my husband to walk in the water with me for the first time. Girl, not walk in the water, honey, like he's Jesus. Girl, what are you saying? I want him to wade in the water? Okay. So he's like, look, I'm afraid of pools. Child, Mendice was getting down ever so delicately. These so-called men breaking all the laws, but can't get in 3 feet of water. Honey, I'm confusion. Over on the other side, we see Rashida, happy for the bare minimum. Okay, just smiling, happy that Kirk laid down with her or whatever. So Kirk said, you know what? I want you to get bored. I want you to have nothing to do. She said, I can't. He said, what, you got to work? And she was like, you worked me last night. Put him on to make him want to marry me. Ew. Okay? I don't want to imagine Kirk and his hairpiece hunching. I don't want that in my visual. It's disgusting. Okay? Then here come Michael, that mother sucker. He comes and tells us he's not ready to change. Well, we knew that, honey. You telling us stuff we already know. Child gone, honey. So then Michael said, you know what? I just don't feel like I want to change right now. And I told them that we were having sex and everything, and I put it down on her. That's why she's in bed. But really, it's because I just need to get away from her because she's trying to change the terms and conditions of the said agreement. So Rashida was like, well, what were the terms of this contract? Child, Rada got a death row contract, okay? And Michael is Suge Knight. You are not getting out that contract, Rada, so you might as well just go ahead, honey, and make peace with it. Michael is supposed to be doing a comedy roast a little bit later on, so we'll get into it as we get into it. Then we see Rada. She's saying, you know, I hope Michael sees what he has before it's too late. Honey, good luck, child. Because I'm telling you right now, honey, he ain't seeing it. He don't care, so you might as well go ahead on. Then Princess and Ray J are trolling us, telling us how much they love each other and whatnot after one day and a little light bulb moment. All right. The couple show up to brunch. Rada and everybody starts sitting down, right? So they're trying to sit next to their spouse or across from their spouse or whatever. Rada is like, look, I really don't care, honey. She's like, you know what? Mr. Michael Blackson, you can sit alone, honey, since that's the only time you want to be alone or you're going to be alone because we always got to have women up and through. So from here on out, child, just sit over there by yourself. Then we see Rashida tell Kirk, you know, oh, you know, y'all, Kirk made me feel so good last night. Delicious said, Raymond went to bed on us. Oh, this is a mess, child. Then Ray J and Princess stroll up holding hands. Okay. Y'all holding hands, honey. Child, Ray play all day, child. Mike said, Whitney and Bobby, I am so happy. They are giving Whitney and Bobby realness, okay? Child, I'm not finna play with them. I am not finna play with you, Michael, and I'm not finna play with Ray J and Princess. I'm definitely not finna play with you. So Yandy shows up with LaCar. Honey, Yandy always showing up with some kind of specialist or some kind of surprise. Yandy, why couldn't you just show up with food? Honey, it's a brunch. Like, always showing up to throw something in the mix, honey. So she's like, she's a minister and a medium. Honey, what in the peanut butter and sardines are you talking about? Child, those two things don't go together. A minister and a medium. Girl, mixing the spirits with the spirit of the Holy Spirit. Girl, go on with that. Girl, go on, honey. Child. So the lady sits down. She's like, I'm not responsible for what might come through. And then she starts talking all fast. And then she's like, if I ask any one of you guys any questions, I just need you to let me know yes or no. So then she asked one of the guys, she's like, did any of the guys like lose a mother or a grandmother? And Kirk said, I lost my mother. And girl, he posted that on Instagram. And if I'm not mistaken, it was on Love and Hip Hop. I remember that because Rashida was holding on to him. And we thought Rashida was done because it was right around the time we started hearing about him having that outside baby, allegedly, which we found out is probably just a storyline, allegedly. But at the same time, lady, that was on Instagram. Okay, you're going to need to come with something else if you're going to get me to believe. I'm just saying. So then she asks about a lost baby, and she tells them that the baby that they lost is with his mom. Rashida gets up from the table. She's all emotional. And then the producer asks her, do you want to share your pregnancy story? And she's like, you know what I'm crying about or what I'm upset about, I don't want to disclose it. I'm good. I don't want to talk about it. Kirk goes over there just as numb. Hey, stop crying. I mean, we here. We alive. You gonna make me sad. She with Glowworm or whatever she called her. Glow Jones or Glow Girl or something. It was something with a glow. And she's fine. I'm like, Kirk. Child. I'm like, where is the comfort? And then because he told her to stop crying, she sucked it up buttercup. I'm like, Rashida, honey. She's like, it's so hard being a woman sometimes because you just have to suck it up and just go with it. No, you need a man who's actually going to be sensitive to your needs. Kirk is a jerk. Child, oh my gosh. So then LaCar says, sometimes they want to give me a message to give to the fam. So then she asks Princess, she's like, have you ever lost a baby? And then she's like, yes. She was like, with Ray J? She didn't say Ray J. She said, but with him? And she said, no. I guess it was with Floyd Mayweather, child, because she started saying she was in a relationship 10 years ago, and she got pregnant, but she lost it. So LaCar said, you weren't supposed to have that baby, and the baby's soul came back in your second child. Now, listen to me. I don't want you intertwining souls and whatnot. Like, the thing about me is, honey, leave it on the outside. And I was kind of with Ray when Ray said, look, this you talking about, it ain't gonna end well, Miss Sixth Sense. Look, Ray J, I'm with you on that part. Don't be saying that my baby got the soul of another man's baby, mixing up. So just don't do it, okay? I ain't like that. I'm like, girl, go on now, honey. So Michael was like, you know what? I'm not even feeling funny no more after this. I don't even think I can make jokes because in my culture, they have a witch doctor and they wish bad things on you. And I mean, I just don't want to get mixed up and through with this. So then she looks at, as Rada and Michael are like talking to each other, they're talking about her. So then she says, can I pull you guys to the side? So Rada is worried she might tell them that they don't belong together. Child, is that what you're worried about? Even if she did say y'all don't belong together, you still gonna be together, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, child, Rada's a mess. So she tells them, there's some energy surrounding you. It's like babies or something. So Michael said, yes, she's pregnant. When I tell y'all, that blew my mind because I was not expecting that. But Child Production told this lady that Child Production spilling all y'all business and telling this lady that Rada was pregnant. Honey, I'm still not buying it, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just not buying it. So then Michael said, no wonder, what did he say? He said, we haven't told anybody yet. That's what he said. But I'm sitting here thinking to myself, no wonder she want to get off the merry-go-round. Nobody want to flip-flop thoughts in and out the bed when they're creating a life. Honey, I'm growing a life. I don't want to be seeing different vaginas in and out. I'm gone with that. Michael, it's time to hang it up. Time to hang up your cleats, okay? Retire your jersey or whatever y'all do, child. Then Rada said, the baby is the real reason why I'm here. And I didn't plan on sharing that, but my biggest worry is that I'll be a single mother. Honey, it don't matter what kind of man you get. You could be married, faithful, single. It doesn't matter, child. You can always end up a single mother. I don't wish that on anybody because let me tell you, it is a hard job. But the thing is, you need to gather your strength from the earth, honey. And in case anything happens, no matter what it is, you and the baby will be okay. So Rada said, do you see anything positive about us? So then she started giving these standard answers. Look, it's something about you, pointing to Michael. It's always something about the man. He always doing something wrong. And, you know what it is that you need to get together. And if you get that together, then y'all will be good. Girl, okay, child. I mean, we didn't have nobody else to get. Child, where Jody mama at? I don't buy it, child. Production told that lady, and Michael said he's ready because I'm ready to have a kid because I'm at that age. I'm more mature. What are you saying? Honey, this episode getting on my nerves, child. I don't know if Michael been smoking something or what, but you are not mature yet. Delicious said, we see her like in a little mini confessional, right? She's like, I don't want to embarrass Raymond, talking to the other girls or whatever, but she wants you to go B2K on her, honey. Baby, turn around and let me see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump. Honey, y'all not doing nothing. So Delicious is like, look, I don't want to put you on Front Street, but at the same time, sexual compatibility is important in a marriage. And anybody who says that it's not, that's a lie. Because listen, yes, Delicious is a different type of woman. She's a different breed of woman, honey. She might need to reel it in just a little bit. But at the same time, when you're in a marriage, you are with that one person. So if you and that one person are not sexually compatible and you're not making love to each other, that's a problem. And most marriages break up over finances, children, and sex. I mean, I'm just saying. So then AJ meets with Raymond because she's trying to get to the bottom of it, honey. She wants to see if there is any way she can help. Now, AJ, listen, I know you want to help and everything, but at the same time, this to me felt like an embarrassment to him of sorts. If he's not having sex with his wife, those two need to talk about it. Because, he was like, I want to know what this confrontation is about. Okay, Raymond, I don't think she was really being confrontational. I think she was just more so trying to help Delicious. So AJ said, I don't follow anybody on any social media, so I wasn't familiar with her show. AJ, there you go lying, honey. Listen, I don't care if you were under a rock. Everybody knows Flavor Flav, and they know for a fact that he was on Flavor of Love looking for a woman, and Big Booty Delicious came in, and it was out of her in New York, and all hell broke loose, and he chose Delicious. Everybody know that. Girl, don't try to act like you didn't watch VH1 back then, honey, because you was still ain't my type of hype back then. So I know you was watching some type of TV, and we didn't even really have social media back then. As a matter of fact, we didn't have social media. So you watch the show, and you call somebody on the phone, and you talk about it. Child, everybody watch Flavor of Love. I don't care who you are. So you can sell that to somebody who's buying it, because it ain't me. She said, but then I saw her sexual vibes, and I wanted to know why y'all not having the sex. Child, Raymond said, Delicious has OCD. He said, she's in there rearranging furniture. Boy, what does that have to do with you sleeping with your wife? What are you... He said he's trying to find a common ground because she is such an alpha female. Now, Delicious, listen. You're going to have to use your femininity in order to connect with your husband. He's a softer gentleman. So you hooping and hollering and acting like you're on the prison yard, honey, giving them flashbacks, that's not going to work. You're going to have to use all that sexy that you put out in the world on Instagram and all over in all these meet and greets and all these club appearances. Use that at home, okay? Because your man is not biting because you're barking. I'm just telling you, child, you better get it together or leave it alone. So he said, I want to dispel any rumors that I got out and went straight to Delicious. Child, acting like they locked him up at birth. This man actually had a life outside of prison. He got out. He actually got married. He has a child who's 17. And he said Delicious just needs to have some patience. So Raymond said, I'm really trying, but I need her to work with me. Now, Raymond, you're just giving excuses at this point, honey. So we're going to need you to get it together. So AJ said, well, I'm going to need you to be spontaneous. Raymond said, I'm confused. About what? Have sex with your wife. And Delicious, let me speak directly to you because I can see both sides. Delicious, you need to listen to his needs as well. You are overwhelming. All that body, all that masculine energy, it's too much. Not to mention you are a sex symbol that still wants to be out there in the streets. Honey, Raymond is not that dude. Child, you may need to go back to Flavor Flav. I'm just saying, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but it's not looking right. The couples get to the roast comedy show, okay? Yandy, I just want to ask you a question, honey. Why are you dressed like a ringmaster? Honey, Yandy and all these blazers and boobs she been giving all season. Child, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be bothered. Then child, Ray J gets up and gives a speech. Brandy's brothers, have a seat, honey. Sit down, baby. Please sit down. So Ray J said, we need this comedy after the tears. Princess said, Ray J is drunk, but I like him drunk. Yeah, because he's being nice, honey. Kirk over there talking about, you know what, y'all look good together. You doing good, okay. Then Ray J really came out of his face and said, the one person who could guide me is Kirk. Ray J, are you losing your mind? Boy, Kirk couldn't lead nobody, honey. Lead you to what? I think Kirk reminds Ray J about the lingerie, but tells him not to bring it up. Talking about, well, don't bring it up because, you know, y'all are doing really good. Maybe bring it up like when y'all are really, really good. Then bring it up. Well, Mr. Hair Club for Men, why did you remind him? Child, Ray and his turtleneck said he gonna do it anyway. Child, Ray said, look, me and my turtleneck, we gonna do what we want to do. I'm gonna ask her. And then Kirk was like, no, don't ask her. So then Kirk gets in the confessional, back in that toupee, talking about, well, I don't want her looking at me sideways. Then she gonna think I'm trying to start some mess. Well, you should not have brought it up. Child, you know how Ray J is. So Kirk trying to talk him off the ledge, but Ray J ain't buying it. So Ray J said, Princess told me, you know, even if we not together, you know, she still wants to have a baby with me because she wants her kids to have the same child's father. I understand that, okay? But I couldn't go back and get mine because I've been through up. Honey, I don't want him touching me. I don't want him to look at me. None of that. Now, do I want all my kids to have the same father? Absolutely. So it looks like I'm one and done, okay? Till God says different. So then he says, she wants my eggs. Oh, my God. Ray, men don't have eggs, fool. Oh, my God. I cannot. So Kirk said, you know what? I don't even want to get into it today, but I want to let Ray know that men don't have eggs. Though that's what you should have been getting into. Instead of talking about that lingerie, you should have told him, boy, we don't have eggs, child. So then Ray J starts this speech about men wanting their wives. It was incoherent and crazy, child. So I don't know what he was saying, but he was talking in circles, okay? Raymond said, it's true. 1 million men want our wives. Yeah, Raymond, honey, you better know. And some of them sitting up in this room right now. Child, quiet as it's kept. So I'm going to need you to get yourself together. You and your libido, get it together, honey. Pipe up. So Yandy, the ringmaster, gets up and introduces that marasaka, and he comes out. Rada said, you know, all that campfire crying y'all was doing, honey, Michael is going to use that in his act. It's all going to be used against you in the court of comedy. I'm just telling you right now. So, listen. If I was at this roast, honey, me and Michael be going toe to toe because you're not finna just roast me and think I'm not finna roast back. I mean, I don't know if I can hang, but I ain't gonna go down without a fight. I tell you that, honey. He wouldn't be roasting me, honey. We would be going toe to toe, okay, round for round. So then Michael comes out, starts talking about COVID and Jody mama, okay? So then he called her a strong-ass, handsome lady. Listen, this was about the one and only joke that I thought was extremely hilarious because, baby, she is chiseled, honey. Got the features of a Greek god. No, I didn't say goddess. I said god. Child, that AJ, no, she chiseled, honey. All that working out, 0% body fat and whatnot. Honey, you got to have something soft, honey. A man likes a soft touch. You know what I'm saying? So then he said when he found out how much money that Raymond got from the Central Park 5 thing and being, you know, wrongfully in prison, he said, I want to go hang out in Central Park. I'm like, I know that's right, child. So then he told, he said, and then Raymond got out and went and got the woman with the world's biggest behind. Child, he been watching Delicious, honey. He been wanting to say that, okay? That wasn't no joke, child. It's a little bit of truth to every joke. I'm just saying. Then he said something about Delicious being with Flavor Flav and how ugly Flav was. So Ray J gonna say, y'all look like brothers. Ray, the way I hollered when Ray said they look like brothers. Listen to me, honey. I thought it all along. He said, well, you know, Ray J discovered Kim Kardashian. Child, it's gonna get Princess started. Please don't start that. And you know Ray J gonna start singing, I hit it first. We know, Ray J, honey. We know you came out with a whole big old song about you having sex with Kim Kardashian first and making that sex tape and whatnot, child. But you did catapult her career. So for that, she is thankful, honey. Because without you, we would not know how we could keep up with the Kardashians. And child, that was the end of the episode. Couples Retreat is something else. It's some mindless entertainment, something funny, something you can watch that's lighthearted, something that you can make fun of, honey. And then they throw a little bit of couples advice in there every now and again. But child, I gotta go make this video, honey, because the people is talking over about the girl on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, look, I gotta go make a video about Portia. So y'all share this, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.